Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bridgie. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing well today. Thank you very much for joining me. Have you subscribed? If you have not yet subscribed and you're watching my videos, please consider subscribing. If you hit on the bell sign, you get notification whenever I post my videos. YouTube subscription is 100% free. You do not pay, so please support me by subscribing. So yesterday I posted a video and it was a short clip about this young man that was breaking stuff, and it got a lot of attention as most people are parents, and I can imagine even if you are not a parent, that kind of a video will definitely bring out a reaction in you, because as Africans we are trained or brought up in a certain way, and this such behavior is just something that you do not expect to see from a child from an African parent, but it is what it is. In this abroad, it's only God that helps us with our children. And what happened was that the video was floating all over social media, and apparently the boy saw it, and he decided to put out his own side of the story. And what he actually said is that what the mom said, the mom is twisting the story. She completely twisted the narrative to her own advantage. First of all, he was very furious about the fact that the video was out there. I don't know who was recording. I suspect that it was the mom that was recording it, because you could tell that the recording was already going on before the couple came in. And he was saying that actually he is not the problem, that the mom is the problem, that the mom has been abusing him for several years, and she is very violent, and she's physically, just attacks him and does all sorts of things. He even said that the mom threw pepper in his face at one time. On this occasion, that he pulled his shirt to be cleaning the thing. So he said that the reason why he was behaving like that was as a reaction of the number of years that he has endured this kind of very harsh and wicked behavior from his mother. And he said he didn't want to have anything to do with the family anymore. He's moving on. He got a lot of support from his peers, obviously, a lot of Nigerian children who are in the abroad that could relate to excessive, discipline. I made a video one time where I said there's a difference between discipline and punishment. And I think a lot of African parents will still make the mistake of thinking that you can beat your children as if the whole world is going to end today. And if you continue to do that, at the end of the day, this is going to turn out very, very badly. And I'm just putting it out there for parents out there, African parents in the diaspora out there. I say it all the time, whether you believe it or not. This is my own personal opinion, and I know for sure from working in social services that all this excessive beating, all the time you are beating, the way your parents beat you too, you think that's the way you want to train up your children. It does not work. It doesn't work in this abroad. It doesn't. Because the children here have a different orientation completely from us. The way we were brought up in an environment whereby from a very young age, we were taught to be very tough and resilient. So all these things does not affect us like that. Some of us endured them and we came out unscarred. Some were scarred, but a lot of us, by the grace of God, were not so damaged from it. But these children in the abroad are different. I'm not saying don't discipline your children, allow them to be spoiled, but excessive beating and all these things that some parents do is not necessary at all. It's not, especially at a certain age when children become teenagers and they are growing up. You have to find a way to navigate it, talk to them, tell them about life, make sure they are close to you, and so many things that you can do to ensure that your child is well grounded. It is very, very important. Anyway, this is my own personal opinion. Some people will not agree, but I'm entitled to my opinion. So are you out there. Anyway, I'm just going to play the video. I'm going to show you this short. I have the screenshot that he posted on Twitter where he explained his own side of the story. Like we know, in every story, there is her side, the mom's side. There's the boy's side. If the father was here, he too will have his own side. The uncles and auntie that came to separate them to intervene will have their own side. But it's only God that knows the truth. But I will say that as a parent, the most important thing, the most valuable thing that you have in your life, No matter how the mansions that you have in this world, all the money that you make in this abroad are your children. So we have to be very, very, very careful the way we are raising our children in the abroad. And may God help us. So his name is Chidera, as you already know. That's a picture of the young man there. His name is Chidera, and he came out on Twitter, and he also put a post on his Facebook, what's it called, Instagram page. And he said, firstly, I would like to begin by saying thank you to everyone who has showed me love. I was very shocked to find out that my personal business was so publicly put in public. My action, as seen in the video, wasn't because of disagreement or passport issue as my mom described in the video. My mom is very abusive, aggressive, and violent person. When I say aggressive and violent, I am not exaggerating. I've endured plates, knives being thrown at me. I even have to remove mattress and put it on top of the door when I sleep for fear that she will attack me. I've kept all of this very private, even when my friends and good friends know. So I was in shock to find this video circulating the internet. I've tried to talk to her about it, but she does not listen. She's left me no other choice after she kicked me out of the house over a month ago to report myself in. This is how social workers and, the Gadia, apparently they live in Ireland. So a lot of people thought that they live in the US, maybe because of the size of the house, but apparently they live in Ireland. So this thing is playing too fast for me to read it, but I'm sure all of you can read it. You can pause and read it. So what he's saying actually is that it is a reaction from years of his mom physically attacking him and doing all sorts of things to him. She said he's slapping, punching. He doesn't want to fight his mom back. And then when he became too frustrated, he didn't know what to do. That's when he started breaking a few things like dryers, and things like that. And he also, Chidera also take responsibility. He did take responsibility and said the guards came. So I think they call I don't know if it's the police, they call guards in Republic of Ireland, or if that's what the name they call their police, or they have another group of law enforcement that they call guards. But he's saying that they were called, and the matter has been in what's it called? It's been taken to social services. So it is not something that happened today. He said she got angry and turned off the burner. And he also talks about food. He said, this is where he talks about pepper being thrown in his face. He was disoriented. He grabbed them up and repeatedly beat me. After all the attacks, he called the adults in the video. And she said is that you better get here before I kill Chidera. And that he felt rage. And instead of getting physical or aggressive with my mom, I decided to trash the kitchen. You see in the video. And what I was going to say is that he did take responsibility. He said probably this is not the best action. The guards were called again. And after 30 minutes, they returned and they detained him. He said he feels nothing for this family other than pure disgust and hatred for the way they've treated him and his brother and fathers included. I don't know. He said fathers there. I don't know how many fathers he has. He said he's kept everything private, even though he's been dealing with it, He was negatively impacted by it. For him to come on social media is just disgusting. He said, you might ask me why I didn't correct my mom's gross false version of the events. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But it's fine. As for now, the family is dead to me. I'm focused on my future and college. And then he thanked everyone again for their support in the matter. So sorry, I couldn't read it word for word. The way I've put this slide is making it go too fast. Unfortunately, that's the maximum I can do for the slide because of this editing software that I'm using. But you get the story. The gist of it is that the boy said that the mom has been too harsh. So before I sign out from this video, I'm going to put it out there again that we don't know the whole truth. This is the version the boy has said. My man said his own, said her own yesterday. The boy has said his own today. So the boy is claiming that the mother has been very, very violent towards him. I don't know why in this day and age, these are the kind of things that we see happening in Africa. That a woman, if she indeed did it, will carry pepper and throw on the child's face. I feel like some women take out the frustration of their failed relationship, or if their father, maybe the children's father was, didn't treat them well, they take it out on the children. It's not all women, but some women do. But if you're a woman out there and you are hating your child and treating him badly because of the behavior of his father, then you have failed as a mother. You have failed as a woman, because these children are innocent. They've got nothing to do with whatever issue you have with your ex or your husband or your whatever it is. So why would you deny your child of food? He said sometimes he goes for days without food. You have to go to people's house to go and eat. Like I said, this is what the boy has said. This is the allegation, counter allegation. He's saying that this is the way his mom is behaving. But we all agreed yesterday that for this boy to behave this way, there must be a reason. But I don't know if this is the full story. But as African parents, we need to be very, very careful. I say it again, that the excessive, way that we're punished back home, that some parents will do all sorts to their children. Some women, some people endured so much beating and, slaps up and down, it's bad though. I remember when I was young, sometimes if I do something like this, I'll go and sleep in the night. My mom will come and wake me up with broom. We use that broom to flog me from head to toe. When I wake up in the morning, there will be marks all over my body. I'm telling you, as a teenager, I did not like my mom one bit. It was later on that, when I grew up as an adult, I began to see why she was doing it. Sometimes they do it because they are afraid. Especially if you're a female child, they don't want you to get pregnant. They don't want your life to ruin. They don't want you to end up in the same circumstances with them. They don't, for whatever reason. But it's mostly born out of fear and frustration. But we're in the abroad now. There is no need for all this excessive. Me, I can never ever treat my child like that. I pride myself by the grace of God that, I discipline. I'm not good at beating. Yeah. Maybe because the way I was beaten brutally as a child, I do not beat my children. I'm not going to lie. I do not. So occasionally when they were younger, yeah, maybe smack here and there. But now I just talk to them. I yell, yes, but I talk to them, more talking. Once they become teenager and adults, more talking. How are you going to be beating a child at 16, 17? Doesn't make sense now. And depriving them of food. That one is just evil. Please, African parents, let's do better, because these children are our future. No matter what you achieve in the abroad, if these children don't turn out well, then you have failed. May God help us not to fail. That is the only prayer I'm praying, that this boy, he will find his, he will find himself and he will be on the right path, and God will help this family to heal and to mend whatever is broken in their life. That's why I'm just going to leave it here today. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching, and I'll speak to you guys in my next one. If you have not yet subscribed, please support me by subscribing, and if you hit on the bell sign, you get a notification whenever I post my videos. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. Please make una know they beat you, make una take it easy with these children. Talk more, reason more, tell them life stories, explain to them. No, make una know they beat. All this excessive beating no help anybody. I take God beg una. You know work. They work. Eventually, the children will resent you. They will hate you. They work, I beg. May God help all parents out there. Thanks a lot, guys. Speak soon in my next one. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Thanks a lot for watching. I love you. Bye-bye.